Hi everyone, I've got one car for you this week, but it's really worthy of its own video. This is one of my favorite cars from the 80s. I'm a bit of an 80s child. This is a Starion, which they made it under a few different names. It would have been the Chrysler Conquest, Plymouth Conquest, but I think they refer to it as Diamond Star Motors. It's when they paired up Chrysler with Mitsubishi. That's how we got the Dodge Stealth and 3000 GT. So yeah, as an 80s kids, the Starion was one of my favorite cars. Kind of reminds me of a mix between a Porsche 911 Turbo and like a Fox Body Mustang. So, LS Collectibles, one of the newer brands I've started collecting. And obviously it's a fully resin manufacturer. They make pretty small batches. This is one of 250 in this color. Pretty much every color they make is one of 250. And what makes this model really great are the wheels. I don't know if it reads, but they're kind of two-tone. The centers in between the spokes are a little bit gray, which is very, very accurate to the real car. This one came with pretty much no flaws to really speak of. The paint's very good. The emblem is metal. It's very 3D. The rear badging, again, metal, very 3D. Taillights are great. Really happy with this. LS Collectibles really seems to understand the subject matter lately. They're doing the FC RX-7, which no one really seems to do in 1-18 except for Ignition, which does modified cars. They're also releasing the Z31 300ZX Turbo, which no one does in 1-18. The other one of these that I'm hunting really bad is they're doing I think it's a second gen, like early 80s up to 84, 85 Celica Supra. Really on my to-get list. Now I'm going to give a little bit of a lecture with this because this took a lot of chasing. The problem with this brand when they only make one of 250, if you're a guy like me, I don't believe in paying appreciated values for cars. So this hit in November. To some of my favorite websites said, you know what, I'll wait for the Black Friday sales for 20% off. But then the next day they were sold out. So then these were about $200 shipped on eBay, and I can't pay that. It's not really what the car's worth. So then I actually had to go as far as buying the car from Italy, and I paid maybe about $150 shipped, which really isn't bad. That's a little bit less than North American retail, but when you love a car like this, you have an emotional attachment, which I do, which I did. You can't just kind of wait and cross your fingers and hope you're going to find some amazing deal. It's just not going to happen when they make 250 of something. So, kind of got to act. I kind of taught myself that lesson, and I really should have learned it a long time ago, but I can be kind of stingy with diecast cars, because when you have 800 plus of them, if you paid an appreciated value for each one, my diecast value would be worth twice as much as my house, and I don't think that would go over very well with my wife. But I lucked out. I didn't overpay for this, but sometimes if you really want a car, you just can't hold out. So that's kind of my lesson for the week. Tune in next week. More videos coming. Thanks again.